This is engineered light. This is not actual sunlight. This is the placement, the precise placement of light inside of a venue, and it's absolutely impossible, meaning absolutely out of accordance with what could naturally occur. That's what is the ongoing definition of what is impossible light activity, and it is occurring while the entity is placing its light source remaining over the Fontana Lewis Library. This is Spring Street. This is Sierra Avenue. This is where I'm standing at that intersection over there where the fake sun was present at 9 o'clock in the morning. Today at 9 o'clock in the morning, the light source remained over me at the San Bernardino County Human Department Services at 1627 East Hope Boulevard. But aside from that, which is speaking to what is not the sun, as it's out of conformity with what is documented presence, you have what is also remaining over me while I am at 2:16 p.m. I'm showing you while I'm in the vehicle of the entity that is San Bernardino County driving me to the DMV of Fontana on Merrill Avenue. And the light source is remaining over the vehicle while I'm inside of that vehicle, which is the pattern. This is not the experience of what are the demon possessed who are placing you under surveillance. They are leaving, and the light source remains stationary over me. It's not remaining in the window over the vehicles of everyone at the same time, everywhere that they're going. It's impossible what I'm showing you the entity is doing with regard to what, as I'm documenting a light source. In addition to that, this is the light source that is at the back portion of the Fontana Lewis Library. 8N TC 512 is crossing path. That's a demon that is crossing path while the light source remains at the Fontana Lewis Library. And at this time yesterday, again, as I'm showing you walking in to the library today, I was walking out of this library at that time yesterday at 2:04 p.m. The light source is remaining over me as I am in a vehicle being driven on what is Merrill Avenue at the inside of the venue of the DMV where the entity kept the light source. And that's what you're looking at the same time. While today the entity is keeping that light source over the property of the Fontana Lewis Library. And the entity indeed kept it over that DMV, over me while I'm being transported back to this venue around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And that's how I'm capturing on this street right here, which is Lerner, this little side street right here. And you're seeing the fake sun that's over me as I'm showing you through the back windshield. The light source is not over. It's not remaining over the library. It's over the DMV. It's remaining over me as I walk out of this venue at 2:04 p.m. I'm walking in at 2:02 p.m. It's going in the opposite direction, and it's remaining stationary over this library. And this is impossible light. Again, you're seeing the same thing with regard to Mercy House. This is not light activity that's going to be present inside of Mercy House, as I'm showing you, with regard to, first of all, what's impossible. The pattern of the patio is appearing inside of the building. But second of all, while the entity is keeping a light source over the Fontana Lewis Library, that's light source that's not going to be over the building of the roof of the Mercy House. And therefore, that is not going to be sunlight that's inside of that venue. That is directed light. That's the light source that's over me. And in the same way, while the entity is keeping the light source over me at this time at DMV on Merrill Avenue, and then following back at a later time to remain back and maintain presence as I show you after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. All right, right now, I'm not here yesterday. I'm not at this venue. I'm remaining here today, and the entity is maintaining a light source over me. That's not the sun stalking with light. And in the same way, this is not sunlight that's going to be present while the entity is keeping that light source over DMV. While I'm in traffic being driven to that venue, I remain there processing an application. I leave there. I show you on video as she drives onto Sierra Avenue and then turns on to Lerner right there. You see the light source right above me, following to be over the entrance of that library where I walk into, and then I walk through on the first floor, and I show you what is the fake sun as I walk down there. That's where I'm at yesterday at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And this is also big picture, taking a step back, the entity maintaining a light source following to this venue where it was not already present, which would be the case if that was the sun, as I documented at 9:34 a.m., where you see the demons that are acting through the federal government, that is the United States Postal Service, engaging in state surveillance as I'm showing you this light source that's over me. And today, as I remain in Ontario, it's remaining over 1627 East Hope Boulevard, where I did not get on any bus whatsoever, did not leave the city until after 12 o'clock in the afternoon, where the entity kept the light source. That's what I'm showing you at the Ontario airport. This is P.O.C. and this is engineered light, and it's absolutely impossible light. All right, and the entity is maintaining presence in such venues through what are underage minions who are monitoring and present in what is a demonic environment, flashing directed light across that ceiling up there. And this is the sex offense that are the minions that also engage in presence in on behalf of a government, monitoring with communication devices while they're stalking in bathrooms. They represent, for example, Charlisa Kelly, who's going to be prosecuted, engaging in federal stalking with the Fontana Police Department, the same Fontana Police Department who is monitoring as I speak, engaging in criminal summoning outside of these doors. And the same impunity that you see the entity acting with, this is what's being demonstrated, they're going to be prosecuted for that. All right, you have what is a minion that is engaging what is presence and directed light on behalf of a government that is crossing path. This is the people of the state that are engaging in that criminal conduct with those that are under the age of majority. And let me be clear, Satan is intentionally using those that are under the age of majority to engage in presence. It is still the exact elements. They are still in what is entirely impossible. This is light that is filling the inside of the venue while the entity is at this time yesterday remaining over the DMV. Okay, so you're understanding how they are engaging in that conduct with those under the age of majority, and this is relevant for what is a prosecution. And that a conduct of acting with such impunity using those that are under the age of 18 is relevant to what is the prosecution and legislation to surround this entity. This is P.O.C. And this is criminal conduct that Fontana Lewis Library is engaging in as well. San Bernardino County, okay? The same local government, another facilitating venue, engaging in this criminal conduct, which is also sexually violent and terrorizing inside of the venue. So this is what you're going to remember. 2:16 p.m. and the light source remains here at the Lewis Library. It is not over the Fontana DMV. This is P.O.C.